What's going on, everyone? MetalBlade427 here, and I present to you Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Mix Remix. In the last episode, we took our first gummy ship ride, yay! And we landed on our first Disney movie-inspired world, Wonderland, of course based off of Alice in Wonderland from the 1951 movie. We come here to find that poor Alice is on trial for a crime that she did not commit, and now it is our job in order to hunt around the world and find evidence in order to prove her innocent. So the place in which we are going to go do that is right through this little hedge here, the Lotus Forest. Whoa! Huh. Well, that's peculiar. Who are you? Who indeed? Poor Alice, soon to lose her head, and she's not guilty of a thing. Hey, if you know who the culprit is, tell us. The Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't always tell. The answer, the culprit, the cat, all lie in darkness. Wait! They've already left the forest. I won't tell which exit. There are 4 pieces of evidence in all. 3 are a cinch to find. The 4th is tricky. Big reward if you find them all. Huh, alrighty then. Should we trust him? To trust or not to trust, I trust you'll decide. Trust me, we got this. Alright, so let us first go over who we just saw. That is the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland in 1951. He is a mysterious, grinning cat who talks in riddles and can appear and disappear at will. He loves to mislead and confuse, in which he pretty much did that right there. Well, basically what I'm going to do now is I am going to run around the Lotus Forest, and I'm going to take out the Heartless that have pretty much come through this area, because it'll be easier for me to run around and show you different things about the area if I have all the Heartless taken care of. So give me one moment while I clear everyone out. Alright, now with all that all said and done, we can explore around the Lotus Forest unhindered. Basically, the enemies will not respawn while we're here, so as soon as you beat them all, no problem. First, we got a blue Trinity right here to the, I guess, right as soon as you walk in. Trinity jump. And from that, it gives us a bunch of items and some MP bubbles. So we got an ether right there, a tent, and a potion. Both items that we're going to be needing because there are flowers sticking up, as you can see right there, from all different parts of the forest that we can interact with. But first, we have this little pink box here, and it has footprints in it. That is the first piece of evidence that we need in order to prove Alice's innocence. Alice's in his whatever. So this flower wants a potion. You can actually go, take your potion, and throw it at him. It will open up and drop a bunch of goodies. So in a sense, we just turned our regular potion into a high potion right there. Can't go wrong with that. Very good to have them. The red flowers are going to want ethers, or ethers. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. And this one yellow flower over here, if you give him a potion, it'll make you bigger. We don't need to do that yet. That's going to be something for when we come back to come back to Lotus Forest later. We did get an ether from that Trinity jump, so why don't we actually throw it at this flower, and we get a camping set. Camping set works the same way as a tent. You use it outside of battle, and it'll replenish your entire party's HP and MP, so it's very useful for later in the game. Right now, not so much, because we don't have much HP or MP among us. Second piece of evidence right here is an antenna, so we're basically finding random pieces of Heartless that have been shoved into these little pink boxes. Alright, so the Cheshire Cat said that we need 4 pieces in total. 3 are easy to get, and the 4th one's a little tricky. The 3rd, oh boy, here's Heartless. Okay, I missed you guys. Forgot to come up here. And there's another one behind me. You do not need to collect all 4 pieces of evidence. You can go with as little as 1. But having all 4 just, whoa! Oh, man. Okay, I didn't mean to fall there. Having all 4 does make things a lot easier. Plus, as he says, you will get a reward for collecting all 4 pieces. Technically, you still don't even need to collect all 4 pieces. You need to collect one specific piece in a very annoying spot in order to get the quote-unquote big reward. This is not that piece. This is Stench. I don't really know how they managed to box Stench, but they did. That one little hole on top of that tree brought you right back here. So I'm going to run around again, beating up some Heartless, gaining some experience, and hopefully a few items here and there. And I will meet you back in the Lotus Forest. Fire, fire, fire. Donald leveled up. Back in the Lotus Forest, we need to come over to this one flower over here that I said when you give it a potion, it makes you big. And that's actually what we're going to need to do in order to get the fourth and the quote-unquote tricky piece of evidence. So let's take a potion, let's throw it at the flower. And instead of having to drink some weird potion-y thingy, it just sprays some mist at us and we're the only one that is big. So we're going to come over here to this log. Ask why don't you get on it. So we jump and poof, it goes down and a lily pad-like thing comes up. In order to get small, or grow small as they said, there's a piece of fruit or nut or something like that on top of this tree that you examine, you pick it, and you eat it, and it'll make us small. But what I am going to do is I am going to smash this tree because it does help to get to certain places a little bit later. Let's take this up, crunch it like an apple, or an onion, or whatever the heck it is. It doesn't sound like a nut, that's for sure. And we are small once again. But before we jump onto that new path that we make, keep an eye on that rock that was to the right. That is actually the end of the Lotus Forest. It is pretty much a blocker preventing you from moving forward within the map, so you don't see and do things before you need to. We're going to make this jump over here, and we're going to come over to this chest, and it's going to give us our first 3 Dalmatians, number 16, number 17, and number 18. They automatically returned home just by finding the chest, so good for them. So we are 3 puppies down, 96 left to go. There is a hole up there in order to get something, but I'm pretty sure that that's going to be when I return to Wonderland later. There are a lot of chests and hidden things in Wonderland that you are not going to be able to get until much later in the game. You pretty much need almost every ability that you're going to gather from here to the end in order to receive all the items in Wonderland. So I'll be back, but until then, let us head again to the Bizarre Room. Be careful as you fall here, because it is going to drop you right on this little faucet. Not much room to maneuver. If you fall off, you got to go all the way back around the Lotus Forest in order to get here. And if Donald would move, I'm going to try to make this jump. There we go. Okay, good. Huh, that jump can really get you sometimes. Open it up for our last piece of evidence, claw marks. Another thing I don't know how they ended up boxing. Well, look what you found. Nice going. Now we can save Alice. Don't be so sure. She may be innocent, but what about you? What do you mean? I won't tell, but I'll give you something. And we attain the power of ice. We learned Blizzard. Sorry, that kind of went a little fast, but if you can see here in our shortcut menu, we now have a new magic spell. And as long as we have the magic spell, so does Donald. Donald will learn magic at the same rate in which we do. So he started with fire. Now he has fire, and as you saw right there, Blizzard. Blizzard acts more like a shotgun type deal, whereas fire is a straightforward pseudo-homing shot. So fire is good against a single target because it does most damage, and Blizzard is really good against multiple targets. And I'll show you more about that as we go on along through the Lotus Forest, because there's other special properties to Blizzard that you may want to do what you can in order to, I don't want to say exploit, but I guess exploit would be a good word because it gets you a lot of tech points depending on who it is that you go up against. So poor Alice is still sitting there in the cage. She's waiting when we go up to this Ace of Hearts? Yeah, sure, why not? Are you ready to present your evidence? Yes, very well. Council, step up to the podium. Now, show me what evidence you have. Or found. You have found. We have found 4. Haha. Well, that's certainly a lot of evidence, but I'm still not impressed. Oh, man. Cards, bring forth my evidence. And there you go. Basically, the way this works is, regardless of however many you found, say you found only 3 pieces of evidence, she would then present 2 of hers, and everything would get mixed together. Right now we have found 4, so she has 1. We have a 1 in 5 chance of picking the wrong box. Even after going through all of that and collecting all of that evidence, we still have the option of having a disadvantage in the next upcoming fight. If we end up picking her box out of the 5, we lose Donald and Goofy during the fight. But if we end up picking one of our boxes, then, you know, they fight with us. And that's very, very helpful to have the two of them by our side when we go do what we got to do. So I'm going to choose this one. The middle one is not so bad. Let's do that. All right, let's see who it is. Crossing fingers. And it's a Heartless. Very good. I've popped this open where Donald and Goofy have popped out of it. I'm like, oh, man. 1 in 5. What are the chances? 1 in 5, I guess. Anyway, we proved the Queen wrong that Alice is innocent, so and unfortunately she does not take that very well. And apparently, according to Wonderland, Article 29 is anyone who defies the Queen is guilty. Oh man, that's a great rule. That's wonderful. That's Donald, that is crazy. And now we have to go into this pseudo mid-boss battle. Blizzard is a wonderful thing in this fight because what you're going to do is you need to basically beat the crap out of this kind of middle crank thing here. There are 3 different cranks, so you have to just keep fighting and smacking until all 3 have blown up, as you see right there. And then once all 3 are destroyed, you destroyed the tower itself. You will be surrounded by all of the card soldiers, the reds and the black ones. The Blizzard spell is great because it hits multiple cards at once and sends them down to the ground. They have a daze sequence just like Donald and Goofy do, so they will get back up and start attacking you once again as soon as they come out of their daze, but it helps to have Donald and Goofy fight by your side because they'll be the ones that can kind of draw and aggro the cards while you concentrate on destroying the tower. Also, don't forget to grab the money before you continue fighting the tower because as soon as it blows up and you do the final hits to it, that's pretty much it. You freeze, it goes to a cutscene, and everything just kind of goes away. So we beat it, we got the experience, and I've frozen. Hey, where'd she go? We were supposed to save her. She must have gotten captured while we were fighting. You fools! Find the one who's behind this. I don't care how. And they're running around like crazy people. The one behind this... Miss Queenie, I'm pretty sure this is your fault for impersonating her to begin with. Quit dawdling. Yeah, whatever. Alright, fine. Alright, so she's obviously of no use, and the cards that she said to go find are not going anywhere either. Sora got Berserk. Boosts attacks when HP is critically low. Basically, this is a attack boost ability that'll happen when you're in that mode of your health where you're constantly doing that beep, 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 beep sound. I really don't like being in that, so I will heal or use some type of potion when I'm that low. But until then, might as well just equip it. Small little cutscene here when we first come in. This flower spits out a rock, and that happens to be the rock that was blocking the path earlier that prevented us from moving forward. Have you seen Alice? Alice, no. Shadows, yes. Where'd they go? This way, that way, doesn't matter. I'd say it does. Left, right, up, down, all mixed up thanks to the shadows. Step deeper into the forest to the deserted garden. You might find shadows in the upside down room. Whatever, alright. Well, that's another cryptic thing that the cat told us. We'll actually be able to do something with this rock a little bit later if we grow and move it, but for right now, again, it will lead us to an area where we can't do anything because we don't have the proper abilities. Until that time, we have a new enemy that appears right in front of us. That large body guy who is, a large body. He is a big, round Heartless. They seem tame and laid back, but go berserk when they are angered. With their brute strength, they can inflict great damage, so be on your guard. They have 160 to 300 HP. They'll give you 7 to 240 experience. They drop a lot of stuff, as you see there. 8 HP balls worth 1 HP each. 1 15 money ball. A lot of other little monies. High potion, spirit shards, and Proterra chains every so often. So they're really good to fight because they drop a lot of good stuff and a lot of good money. They're just a little annoying to deal with because they are invulnerable from the front. You need to hit them from the back or you need to hit them in the head. They're vulnerable to magic all over. That was such an awesome shot. So by all means, feel free to shoot magic at them as you see fit. What you saw right there against those red Nocturnes is the special thing that I was talking about in terms of Blizzard. They're going to appear here, and besides leveling up Sora, the red Nocturnes are fire-based. So if you hit them with an element that they're weak against, aka Blizzard, not only will you take them down very quickly, but you will also earn extra tech points. So they give you the initial 1 experience plus 2 more experience by hitting them with a Blizzard. Plus, because the Blizzard spell has a nice spread, you can hit multiples at once, and we just got Goofy to level up and he learned Jackpot. That's great. That is really good. Alright, so now that we saw all that, let me finish taking out the Heartless here, and then I will explain what Jackpot actually is. Alright, all the Heartless are down. And right behind Goofy would be the area in which we would go through in order to get past the Lotus Forest that was blocked before. But before it, let's go into abilities, Goofy and Jackpot. Receive more money and HP MP balls in battle. Equip the entire party to boost effect. Basically, when you click this onto a character, whenever you defeat an enemy, they will drop more money and HP MP balls. You can have every character with this equipped, thus greatening the effect. It does not work on items, but trust me, any extra money or any extra HP or an MP is always worth it. To a new room, the Tea Party Garden. And for those of you that have seen the movie, you should recognize this place. This is where you have, of course, your tea party with none other than the Mad Hatter and the Marsh Hare. Unfortunately, they do not actually appear in this game. They're only on that picture that's in the back, but that picture will change shape depending on what happens. So we have all these chairs around us, a very flat-looking table. I mean, there's images on it, but nothing really breakable. We have a sign over here. A very merry on birthday indeed. And sit down to get your present. So, let's start sitting down in some chairs. First one we have right here is this red chair. We sit down and let's see what pops up. Lots of money, lots of MP and HP balls, as well as an item, an elixir. A single-use item that will replenish your health and MP. Nice. The next chair right next to it, might as well just keep going down the line one by one so we know exactly what we're doing, is this pink one, sitting down, falling down, and we are going to get a fight with a bunch of Heartless. And if you look at the picture in the back, the Marsh Hare and the Mad Hatter are all like, ah! Because they got scared because, you know, these guys came out of nowhere. Now, yeah, the table and the chairs did disappear, but all you need to do is leave the tea party, go to the Lotus Forest, and then come back in, and the table and chairs will be reset. And then you can continue sitting down around the table. So, they're done. Let me leave and come back in, and try the next chair, basically. And out. The next chair in the line is this yellow one right here, all the way at the end, right next to the, I guess, head of the table chair, which looks very comfy, by the way. We'll save that one for last, because it looks very comfy. Very comfy, yes. Let us sit down on here and see what is given to us now. What surprises are in store for us. Lots of money! That's a good one. I like this one. That's my favorite chair so far. Plus, there's an item on the table. I think it's a potion? Is it a potion? It's a potion. Let's start at this end right now. So we have this brown chair right here that we can sit on and see what exactly comes out from the table. And we get HP balls. Lots of HP balls that I would rather have Donald and Goofy pick up. So I gotta kind of like jump over them and hope that they go and touch them so this way they can have their HP refill. Plus a potion. Can't go wrong with items. Next is this weird pink chair with something that I guess bunny ears or some type of weird headrest sticking out of it. I don't know. Whatever. What are you going to give me? Lots of MP balls. Again, I kind of would rather have... Actually, at this point, I'd rather have Donald pick them up, but I need to replenish my MP as well, so I'm first, then you, Donald. I'm going to be a better wizard than you are anyway by the time all this is said and done. And now we have this gray chair right here, the last one in the row. Let's see what this chair has to offer. I believe I got a potion from that last one, or an ether or something. I got an item from the last chair as well. See, this one also gives us a lot of MP as well as an item. Let me just see. Hold on one second. What was this one? Come on. No, that's the other. Okay, the last one must have been a potion then. Because you get a bunch of different items from these things, so why not, right? Go back to the flowers and use them if you need to. And now that brings us to the final chair, the head of the table, the one that you would instinctively think would give you the best possible item out of all of these chairs. So what does it give you? Another fight. That's it. Just a fight. So, let's just take these guys down as quickly as we can, leave and enter, and then that's gonna pretty much be the end of it for here in the tea party room. Or tea party garden, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I've sat in all the chairs, and if you read that, that's all the presents. So you're not going to be able to sit in any of the chairs anymore. They're not going to give you anything, but, you know, why not? That was a good use of our time and efforts. They're hidden somewhere. But the Momarath's outgrab? Momarath's outgrab. I gotta Google that. Want to find the shadows? Try turning on the light. Alright, well that was pretty mysterious as he always is. Let's go! Oh wow! Good shot, Donald. Nice. And Donald learned Berserk. And he's also killing things left and right. Sweet. We got a Blaze Shard. And we have a bunch of Heartless that we need to take care of. So, again, just like I normally do, let me clear out the Heartless in this room. And we'll see about whatever the Cheshire Cat was talking about. Turning on the lights. So if it wasn't obvious enough by the two giant bulbs in the center of the room, that's pretty much where we got to go in order to turn on the lights, so to speak. And you don't have to worry about using magic, you just go over it, you hit triangle, and well, it says touch, but really I waved my keyblade by it. It's too dim. Make it brighter. Well, I was planning on it. What next? What do you mean, what next? One more lamp that you need to light. No kidding, you're sitting in front of it. Did we really need a cutscene in order to explain this? Like, I was just gonna jump over and do it anyway. Whatever. Light it up. All the lights are on. Yeah. You'll see the shadows soon. They'll arise in this room, but somewhere else. The shadows might go after that doorknob, too. Always speaking in riddles. Wish he would just tell us to go save the doorknob because it's important. Anyway, here we have a release latch in order to make a quick shortcut to the Queen's Castle. It's a one-way shortcut, by the way. And it puts us on a ledge, or a shrub, I guess you can say, on the one side. There are two chests on the other side, but for right now, we can get this one, and it contains a Thundara G, which is a better gun than what we already have on our gummy ship. I think I'm going to, in the between episodes, mess around with the gummy ship to make it better, but for right now, we just have it in our inventory. Let's give Donald the Berserk ability. We got it for Sora, so we might as well throw it on Donald. Not like I'm going to keep it on him or anything, but it has nothing to do with magic, so I don't really care, but we have the AP, might as well. As for Sora, I think I'm going to stock a bunch of these, and I'm going to... Yeah, let's put this back and take out a Mega Potion, and then I'm going to stock potions on Sora otherwise, because this is my only way to heal. And this next fight, for those of you that are familiar with this game, oh, this next fight. Oh, this next fight. You'll have a better view from higher up. Alright, here we go. We're going to make our way through this way. We're going to jump up and we're going to initiate the boss fight to Wonderland. Wish me luck, because I've never really done this on Proud Mode before, so here we go. The shadows should be here soon. Are you prepared for the worst? If not, too bad. Here he is in all his recolored annoyance and whatnot. This is the Trickmaster. 600 HP will give you 150 experience, and when you defeat him, he will drop Ifrit's Horn, which is an accessory that raises defense and lowers fire damage. The Trickmaster is a Heartless that Sora and company encounter while they search for Alice. His herky-jerky, and yes, herky-jerky is in the journal entry, attacks and juggling act fluster Sora and the others. Okay, so Trickmaster is large. We can't even grow in order to fight him. If we could grow to normal size and fight him, this battle would be so much easier. Basically what you need to do is you need to attack his mid to upper sections. His legs you're just going to keep bouncing back and forth on, and you're going to need to try to get some height on him in order to hit him as hard as you can. Every so often, after you do enough damage to him, he will slump over in kind of a daze, in which case you better use as much of your aerial combos and whatnot to do as much damage as you can, and then he will drop some HP balls as well in order for you to heal. Don't think that this battle is easy as it looks. Once he hits the halfway point of his health of sorts, then things definitely take a turn. Trickmaster will also interact with the environment as you jump around. He will destroy the table, he will spin the table, and he will destroy the chair. So he will actually make it difficult for you in order to get high up in order to hit him. And now that we've hit this point of the fight, he takes his two little juggling sticks, goes over to the fire, and they are lit on fire. His attack skyrockets now with this. In addition to that, he has a long-range technique in which he will throw a fireball at you that does have a homing property to it. I would advise, as soon as he starts throwing these fireballs, get behind something because they will impact onto the chair or another part of the wall or something and then disperse from there. In the original Kingdom Hearts, the Trickmaster was actually red and black, not this magenta and pink color. I'm guessing that they made him those colors because that represented a checkered sport. Checkers, jumping, king me, yada 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 yada. I think they did that because a lot of the characters in Wonderland are all based off of game pieces. Queen of Hearts, of course, is a deck of cards and everything, and then in the movies they fight, or she fights with the White Queen, and that represents chess pieces. So the Trickmaster is checkers, or supposed to be checkers. Here, he is just this crazy combination of random colors that, I don't know, just does not look really good to me, but his difficulty still remains the same. Let me try to get... Oh, there we go. Alright, good. Oh man, this is going to be something, because, I don't know, I think maybe when he starts taking... I'm either more cautious with my attacks, or he takes less damage whenever he lights those things on fire, because I think I'm hitting him more than I was during the first half of this fight, and he's just not going down for the life of him. I also have to sit here and hope that Donald and Goofy recuperate a little bit faster than normal, even though it's all preset on a time anyway, because they're really good at keeping him busy while I can run around to kind of set myself up for an aerial attack or to heal myself or whatever. All kinds of good stuff. Now, if you manage to hit his sticks with the blizzard, you can douse the fire, and that, of course, will reduce his ability to use the fire, the long-range fire techniques and things along that ways. He will go back to the stove and relight them, so it's not a permanent thing for the remainder of the battle, and I gotta run away. And he's gonna start shooting, oh no, he knocked down the table there. Oh, but that's a fireball, run away. Alright, it dispersed on that. Okay, good. And that one hit me. That's okay, that's okay. If he can have a nice rapid fire attack on that, and that would be really devastating. He comes over and he's lit his little stick thingies on fire again. It's times like this that I wish I had my scan ability, because at least with scan, I would know how close I am to beating him and how much more I have to put into this fight before I actually am able to beat him. And I'm going to run away again. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Mega Potion everybody. There we go. Goofy gets up, Donald has full health, and I have full health, and he throws a fireball, and it hits me. That's great. Alright guys, come on. Let's do this. We have to be able to take him down. This is dragging on quite a bit, and I am now going to use my last potion. This is it. This is make or break. We gotta go, we gotta beat him, and we gotta do it now. And we did! Nice! A lot of AP, HP ups. Done. You know, like the guard armor, this is a very overdramatic death scene of sorts, but it makes me feel so good because you're such a pain in the butt. Dissolve into nothingness. And give me that Ifrit's horn. Yeah.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
What was that? You hear that? Sounded like something closed. Or locked, Sora? Maybe? Possibly? Ooh! What are you? This gummy ain't like the others. No, sir. Okay, I'll hold on to it. We got the Navi G piece. Good for us, I say. Splendid. You're quite the hero. If you're looking for Alice, she's not here. She's gone, off with the shadows, into the darkness. Or into darkness, whatever. No. Let's get back to our gummy ship. We might find her in another world. We gotta go to a save point to return to our ship. Thank you, Goofy. I appreciate you telling me that and kind of breaking the fourth wallish or whatever. But I guess I gotta inform you about how to get back to your gummy ship in case you forgot. So yeah, you go to a save point and it's right there, and that'll access our gummy ship and give us the ability to get to the next world. Alright, we did a lot in this episode. We finished up Wonderland. We beat the boss. Thank God in one shot. I like that. I thought I really was gonna die. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. In the next episode, we will jump onto the gummy ship and we will fly our way to the next world, see what the next Disney movie and their characters have to offer, and continue our search for all of our friends, where Alice is now added to the list. So we got Alice, King Mickey, Riku, and Kairi. Man, can we just not find anybody? Jeez. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to rate and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to get equipped with me, Metal Blade 427. Until next time, everyone, you have a good one, and I will catch you all later.